talk about this crisis in Syria, what you found and what is generating the latest developments?
Well, it's been getting worse and worse for the last 3 years. And now there are 6 million people who've been displaced, 2 million are out of the country. But people who were just getting by before are not getting by now. When you walk around Damascus, I keep running into people, who are just have nowhere to go, who are sleeping in parks. Buildings are crowded with refugees. They're a bit less visible than refugees outside the country. If you're in government-held areas, you can get a sort of cheap bread. But if you're not, then people are living on the edge of starvation. They're also being bombed. The government policy seems to be to depopulate areas that they don't hold. So this is sort of incremental, getting worse and worse. And of course, the snows have started. So people are literally beginning to freeze to death.
Patrick, we want to go for a moment to the border between Turkey and Syria, to Aitor Zabalgo-Gascoa, coordinator for Doctors Without Borders. He was just in Aleppo last week. Can you describe the situation in Aleppo, Aitor?
Hello?
Hi, can you describe the situation? I know we don't have a great phone line. Again, Aitor Zabalgo-Gascoa is right on the border. Can you describe the situation that you just came from?
Yes, in the words of most of the people that we have been talking to, this is by far the worst times in the Aleppo, the eastern part of the city for the last 2 years. We just get now the most recent figure, and only in 5 of the hospitals, it's more or less half of the hospitals that are working in the city. They received in the last 3 days 163 dead and 958 wounded. 244 of them, they were children.
And can you talk, Aitor Zabalgo-Gascoa, of the shortage in medical supplies, not just in Aleppo, but in throughout the country, and especially the difficulties faced by people living, the millions of people living in rebel-held areas?
The problem is that most of the supplies that they should reach the population under the rebel areas they should be connected with the aid that it is theoretically distributed by the United Nations and by the government of Syria, and this is not reaching to the opposition control area. So it is critical that this becomes reality, and it's also critical that Turkey will allow and speed up and increase the path of humanitarian and medical aid to the opposition control areas.
Aitor, Doctors Without Borders, your organization, has written to the governments involved demanding an end to the Syrian government's control of aid, since it limits or bans assistance to opposition areas, particularly medical supplies. Can you talk more about that? And I'm asking folks to bear with us since the line is so bad, but Aitor Zabalgo-Gascoa is right on the Syrian-Turkey border, and we felt it was critical to get this perspective with you just out of Aleppo.
I'm sorry, I'm losing you. You're asking for what is needed. It's basically everything, because it's not only about trauma and needs for surgical treatment, which is a very important need now in Aleppo City these days, but also because health status of the population is declining because there are not health services available. So the fact that antenatal care or chronic diseases or regular chronic diseases cannot be treated, it's also having a heavy toll in the population because they have no access to medicines, and they have no access to regular medical care services.